So good evening, hello 2024 to everybody out there that watches my videos or stumbles across me by accident. Welcome. So I hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve. I went out, I was obviously off and have a week's holiday after, so it's a couple of days after now, and I did go out. I have been delayed. I had a video that was being put together to be released on probably about 3 days over. I try and do one every week, but this is going to be a little bit delayed. There's stuff I needed to put together with it, and then obviously the one after, I'm sort of mixing the footage as I go. So just thought it'd be nice to wish everyone a very happy new year. Hope good things come to all. For me, obviously, anyone that's watched my previous videos, we know that I'm going to a new job. I have got the video coming up where I'll go into more about that. Boat wise, tonight I'm on holiday. It's great. Yay, not used to this. I'm going to do the rest of this section. I've very much neglected these jobs, but now that I've got a solid 2 weeks off work before I start the new job, this section here that I started and made the effort with, I'm going to finish tonight. I won't have to get the usual rollers out and things like that. It's going to be great because I'm just going to sort of brushwork it because they're small areas and I can just get it done nice and quickly. As we know, this channel isn't Die Hard Boat. It is more of a sort of daily life and things that are going on. The boat is kind of a nice big part of it. Obviously, I live on one. I'm going to do something soon. It's more of a fun thing related to what I've been doing. So it's going to be down the road of afternoon teas, the history of, just a very short video, a bit of fun for me. Making videos for me is like a replacement performance hobby. So where I used to be a singer, paid to do gigs, and I just don't do that anymore. I don't want to go back to it. It's nice that I can do something like this kind of presentation, if you like, and just doing little documentaries and my day-to-day diary. And I get a lot of compliments, so thank you very much. A lot of people that sort of like the way I do things, a little bit different from some. I do have boat limitations. I am currently moored. I'm permanently moored. I'm not going anywhere, so that gives a lot of less interesting material to put together. So I have to be quite creative with the things that I do record or decide to record. And hopefully moving forward there is a progression, so it's not all going to be this boat specifically. The initial idea of my channel, which is a new channel, I had a previous one that exists in the depths of YouTube for old singing videos where we would record things and put them up and you put them on your website. It was more of a promotion help tool where people could log on, see what you do and book you or not. That's still up and going. I never really pushed it for subscribers or anything. It's just more to have the record of what you're doing up. I might, if anyone's interested, I'll put the link somewhere. You can have a look at the old singing videos of the shows and things I used to. Not loads on there. I think my Facebook singing page probably has a bit more on there, but you know, I digress. So the idea initially for the channel was that it would be done in a kind of fun, light-hearted, learn as you go way for the boat situation. I'm going to answer everybody's questions, as I say in the next video, regarding the specifications of the boat and obviously the personal questions and my intentions that people have asked over the last video or two. So bear with me for that. It's going to be probably a few days and it will be recorded and released because that is going to be me sitting here answering the questions. Where I was a singer and it was very easy to just stand on a stage in front of hundreds or thousands of people and sing songs and talk, it's still quite a stretch for me to sit here talking to a camera. And always in the back of my head I'm thinking, if someone's walking past, I'm thinking he's a lunatic. Honestly, it still takes a bit getting used to it. Even the filming outside and what I do is quite a brave jump. You walk around with effectively a camera or phone and people are thinking, oh, and I just worry about that. Like, don't know why, I never meet them. They come and go. But it's a learning process, everything is. So hopefully now, as I say, you'll see a bit more of the progress on what I'm doing with the boat because I have the time off. So I am going to do a lot over this week. My man, the joiner, is coming back because I've thrown a few ideas at him regarding the bedroom, which for me is going to be a big thing. I have to try and limit that bed. And I've got a few ideas. With the engine coming far forward, like I say, I'm going to put a tape measure to the back, measure the width in to how far the engine sits from where I can reach it, and then take it out and measure it against the wall that exists at the top. That will give me that breakdown of distance, because I might have a way around it. There's been a lot of really good suggestions from you guys out there, so thank you very much. I do read every single comment. I try and reply to every single comment. So I'm going for it all. That will skip me on to the the damp under the bed. So I dug out the documentation, some of it that came with the boat, as handy tips and things. It is a history of that back right corner building up water. It is condensation, because I've looked at all the pipe works and the fixtures. There's no leaks at all. I think it's just a case of rainwater, because we've had non-stop rain this week, and obviously condensation. He did specify certain times of the year where you got the heating on. I haven't used the burner in a while because obviously the stack blew off. I've got some chimney cement ready to do that, but it's raining all the time. So at the minute my coal bank is on top, stopping it coming. That's another job when the sun comes out next year. I'm going to work on it. It's going to be a case of getting this build situation done. At the worst case, it's just not connected to anything, and I need to empty out the bed either tomorrow, day after I'm going to do it, so that I can just fully access the whole underside. Because not really that much stuff. It's just bin bags and things I didn't unpack, and my accessible clothes. A lot of fun, that. But the reality is I can just get that out. I've got a lot of storage, plastic storage boxes and things. There's a lot in the roof, and I'm going to try and organize stuff to a point that I can just slide things out and get to it. So electrically speaking, I need to find out that small bilge pump that's in there, where does it connect to? Because at the minute it doesn't really suck out to anything, and I don't know about bilge pumps, so I'm going to have a word with someone tomorrow about that. So assuming that, I'll just get it has risen. The water is probably going to have about 1 inch now, so it is on the sort of floor level, so it does need doing, but I'm relieved it is a condensation issue. But I'm just going to probably scoop it out into a bucket for now, just to keep the level down. So hopefully within a day or two we'll resolve that one. As we know, the pump for the water had an issue. It just sort of dry pumped and turned it off, reset everything. Not had a problem since. Water level, people suggested the digital devices you should get. At the minute, I've just kind of learnt to listen. As I said in a previous video, just listen. You know when the pressure slightly drops, it starts to not gurgle so much, but it starts to glug, 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 to pull through the system. You know the water's going down. So a few weeks later, I haven't had a problem. I'm 2 months in now, near enough. So it's been an eventful time. It was a difficult start. I still haven't got gas. I still haven't got any gas. And on that note, I went into, it's called, is it Go Camping or whatever? It's across the road. They do the 13 kilogram refill gases. So I've got a resolution. Now that I've got loads of time off, I will go and get at least 1 gas canister. I think 1 will last me forever. I've still got the facilities here, so I'm quite happy just popping over for a shower. It's all good. I'm enjoying the boat. It's a lot calmer, as I've said. I don't feel like the kind of, it's hard to describe. You don't feel that kind of sense of someone's going to knock your door at any moment, or, I don't know. I think a boat being detached from land, there's a calmness of mind comes with it. Being single now, nobody's asked me this one. I'm surprised. Being single now for, I think it's a good 7 years, from November time. There are times where you're on your own, you're lonely, but I'm very resilient. I'm very used to it anyway. For most of my life, I've travelled, I've worked, and just been on my own. Got the dog, who's currently sleeping. So it's not that bad, really. I'm out to work and stuff, and just come home on the nights, walk the dog 3 or 4 times, eat. I've got my TV. I do my work on the laptop, the research, reviews, different things like that. So there's a lot going to happen this year. As I go back a little bit to earlier on, where I set up the channel initially, the boat and the purchase and what I'm doing with it as a cosmetic design front, everything was an ongoing process of daily vlog. But I didn't just want to be pigeonholed into a boat thing, because like I say, I haven't got the material that a lot of the other guys do. I will have a few fun things popping up, but I wanted to initially do like the history of the canals, where I am and other places, and I wanted to talk to different canal trustee people and people involved in the workings of the maintenance, because for me the history of everything is a key component to my way of thinking and my enjoyment. I have commented before that I used to do a lot of World War II events and music and stuff. I've always loved history. I love architecture, especially the Victorian period. So anything sort of Victorian to say 1940s has always been a big thing, even with my music and my gigs. So I want that to translate a bit into the things I enjoy, where I can go to historical venues, and obviously I'm on an industrial based system. And there's a lot of things out there that people have already done, but I just want to do it from my perspective and my style, just because it's a hobby. So where I am not married and all I do is dog walk, for me, performance is a time filler and it keeps me sane. So the involvement with the comments and people communicating is just a great thing for me. So keep liking, keep subscribing, help me out. It's good to have you with me. Thank you very much. And then we've got some Australians, a couple of people, and then New Zealand and different places popping up, and a couple of Americans, Canada as well. Obviously, a big proportion is still the UK, but it's great to see that people so far around the globe are connected with a subject and that can, you know, come together on something so different. Because a narrowboat, for example, is not a normal thing. Anyone I say, oh, I live on a narrowboat, they're like, no, really, that's great. I think it's kind of a community thing, in the sense of people are interested and it's something you can talk about, and it gives all of us here, me, the chance to record things and share with people, and also the people to watch something. So I think everybody gets something out of it, which is just, you know, it's inspirational in a way, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on. I think it's about 9 o'clock now. I'm going to get the paint out because the paint is going to be going on the woodwork. So I've got the doors, which at the minute, as you can see, I think you can see the angle, but we've seen it before. It's a white primed, pre-primed door, which takes out all the work. The paint I've got, rather than a gloss or any kind of basic one, I've gone for like a cupboard style paint. It's quite hard wearing. It dries very quickly. I've gone for a matte look. It's impossible with a paint to get a perfect matte look, but this is going to be a lot dulled down. Now I'm going in a way that a lot of people that watch might go, oh, you can't do that, but bear with it. And when you see the end results, you'll probably be surprised, because when you mix the tone of what I'm doing with my obsession with the brass kind of thing at the minute, you'll see that it does work. You may not all like it, but that's subjective. Everybody has different tastes, but it will be all right. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance. All right. So the woodwork will go down that road. I've still got this dark blue color, which will go very well with this little wallpaper set, and it's going to come across the bottom here on the TV. I just need to pull out the other wallpapers, but that is not a tonight job. It's going to be paint tonight. I might skip the painting in order to do the worktops and the cupboards tomorrow, because, bear with me, I'll pick this up. Okay, here I have, like I said, I've used this before. It's not as easy as they like to make out in the videos and pictures and write-ups, but what we've got here is it's basically a dark navy blue wood effect, but it's a very mild wood effect. So first time here, opening up for you. You won't get this on a video, but I just hope if I can hold it there, you'll sort of see the dark blue. Now, for anyone that has seen the previous videos, you'll know that I fitted a gold tap and sink. So you've got to have the imagination. See this dark navy blue wood effect against that gold sink and handles. It's going to look phenomenal. I could have gone dark green. That would have looked pretty good as well, but I've gone green with the bedroom. So I'm going to crack this out tomorrow. The one thing is I couldn't get any in a longer width. It's not going to be the right width of the worktop. So I'm going to have to somehow run it this way in strips. I don't know how that's going to look. I know that if there are slight whites, see where it's white and it joins, it may show a little, but that's nothing a black marker pen can't fix. So I'm just hoping to do enough with it that it will cover. So I'm not going to bore you to death anymore. That's me ranting on, sorry. So I just thought I'd keep you in the loop, so you know that I haven't gone anywhere. I've just got loads going on this last few days. I am now officially out of my job. I've left there, and I'm just waiting to start the new one on the 15th. So I'm going to compile all my footage, get all this done, and then go from there. So guys, nice to see you. Watch out for the next one, tech specs and questions answered, followed by a bit of an intro to where I'm going and what's going to happen. Take care.